Most people want to build wealth, but they make one big mistake. They try to do everything at once. They try to save money, pay off debt, invest, start a business, buy real estate, and increase their income all at the same time. And because there is no clear order, they get overwhelmed and quit. So in this video, I'll give you a simple 12-month beginner wealth plan. If you are starting from zero, living paycheck to paycheck, or just tired of feeling behind financially, this is the roadmap. This is not about getting rich overnight. This is about building the foundation that makes wealth possible. Month 1, know where your money goes. The first month is not about investing. It is about awareness. Before you can build wealth, you need to know exactly where your money's going. Most people are not broke because of one huge expense. They are broke because of dozens of small leaks. Subscriptions, food delivery, impulse shopping, car payments, random fees, and lifestyle spending. For the next 30 days, track every dollar, not to judge yourself, to see the truth. At the end of the month, separate your spending into 3 categories: needs, wants, and waste. Your first goal is not perfection. Your first goal is clarity. Because once you can see the leaks, you can start fixing them. Month 2, build a starter emergency fund. In month 2, your goal is to save your first starter emergency fund. This could be $500, $1,000, or 1 month of basic expenses. The point is to create a small financial wall between you and disaster. Without an emergency fund, every unexpected expense becomes debt. A car repair becomes credit card debt. A medical bill becomes stress. A missed paycheck becomes panic. Your emergency fund gives you breathing room. Keep it in a separate savings account. Do not invest it. Do not touch it unless it is a real emergency. This is the first layer of financial security. Month 3, stop the biggest money leaks. Do not start by cutting tiny things that make you miserable. Start with the expenses that actually move the needle. Look at your rent or housing cost, your car payment, insurance, subscriptions, food spending, debt payments. A beginner mistake is trying to save money only by skipping coffee. But if you have a car payment that eats 25% of your income, coffee is not the main problem. Find 3 expenses you can reduce. Then redirect that money into savings or debt payoff. Wealth starts when your money stops disappearing. Month 4 is about attacking expensive debt, especially credit cards, payday loans, personal loans, or anything with a high interest rate. Here's the simple rule. If your debt has a higher interest rate than what you can reasonably expect from investing, paying it off is usually the better move. A credit card charging 20% interest is like a negative investment. You are losing money every month before you even start building wealth. Use either the debt snowball or debt avalanche method. The snowball method pays the smallest debt first for motivation. The avalanche method pays the highest interest rate first for math. Both can work. The best method is the one you will actually follow. Month 5 is where your finances become organized. Most beginners keep all their money in one account. That makes it easy to overspend. Instead, create a simple money system. You need 1 checking account for bills, 1 account for everyday spending, 1 high-yield savings account for emergencies, 1 investment account for long-term wealth. When money comes in, it should already know where to go. Bills get paid, savings get funded. Investments happen automatically. Spending money is separated. This removes guesswork. If you rely on willpower every month, you will eventually fail. Systems beat motivation. Month 6, start investing. Simply. By month 6, you are ready to start investing. But keep it simple. Beginners do not need complicated strategies. You do not need day trading. You do not need options. You do not need to find the next hot stock. For most beginners, a broad index fund is enough to start. The goal is diversification. That means instead of betting everything on one company, you own small pieces of many companies. Start with an amount you can repeat every month. Even if it is small, the habit matters first. You can increase the amount later. The biggest mistake is waiting until you feel ready. You learn by starting. Month 7, automate everything. Month 7 is about automation. Automate your savings, automate your investing, automate your bills, automate your debt payments. The reason automation works is simple. It removes emotion. You do not have to decide every month whether to invest. You already decided once, and the system keeps going. This is how wealth becomes boring. And boring is good, because boring wealth building is repeatable. If you only invest when you feel motivated, you will be inconsistent. If you automate it, you build wealth even when you are busy, tired, or distracted. Month 8. Increase your income. By month 8, you have done a lot of defense. Now it is time to play offense. Cutting expenses helps, but there is a limit. You can only cut so much. But your income has more upside. Start asking, can I negotiate a raise? Can I switch jobs? Can I learn a higher income skill? Can I freelance? Can I work overtime temporarily? Can I start a simple side hustle? The goal is not to work forever. The goal is to create more investable cash. If you increase your income but keep your lifestyle the same, your wealth can grow much faster. That gap between income and spending is where wealth is built. Month 9. Avoid lifestyle inflation. Month 9 is important because this is where many people fail. They start earning more money, but they also start spending more money. New car, better apartment, more restaurants, more subscriptions, more expensive vacations. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it quietly destroys wealth. There is nothing wrong with enjoying your money, but if every raise becomes a new expense, your net worth will not grow. Use this rule. Whenever your income increases, invest a large part of the increase before upgrading your lifestyle. If you get a raise, pretend only part of it exists. Invest the rest automatically. Month 10. Build your beginner portfolio. Month 10 is about improving your investment structure. At this point, you should understand the basics. Now you can think about your beginner portfolio. For many people, this could be a total stock market index fund, an international index fund, and maybe a bond fund depending on age and risk tolerance. Some beginners may prefer a target date fund because it handles the allocation automatically. The key is not to overcomplicate it. Your portfolio should be simple enough that you can stick with it for years. A good beginner portfolio is diversified, low cost, and easy to maintain. Complex does not always mean better. Often, simple wins. Month 11. Track your net worth. Month 11 is where you start measuring real progress. Do not only track income, track net worth. Your net worth is what you own minus what you owe. Assets minus liabilities. Your assets may include cash, investments, retirement accounts, and property. Your liabilities may include credit cards, student loans, car loans, or mortgages. Track this number once a month. Not every day, not obsessively, just enough to see the trend. At first, progress may feel slow, but over time, you should see debt going down, savings going up, and investments growing. That is wealth building in motion. Month 12. Review, optimize, and repeat. Month 12 is not the finish line. It is the review point. Ask yourself, did I build an emergency fund? Did I reduce high-interest debt? Did I start investing? Did I automate my money? Did I increase my income? Did I avoid lifestyle inflation? Did my net worth improve? If the answer is yes, you are no longer starting from zero. You have a system. And once you have a system, the next year becomes easier. Conclusion. Building wealth is not about doing one magical thing. It is about doing the right things in the right order. First, understand your money. Then build safety. Then remove expensive debt. Then invest consistently. Then increase income. Then protect the gap between what you earn and what you spend. If you follow this 12-month plan, you may not become rich in 1 year, but you will become the kind of person who can build wealth for the rest of your life. And that is the real goal. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more simple money breakdowns. And comment below, which month are you currently on in your wealth building journey?